ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Grok working together to make Stick War Legacy. Before we start the video, you guys might be wondering why I'm not using a mic, right? Well, I don't have one. In fact, even the text-to-speech program I'm using is self-made. I built it using OpenVoice v2 and the HTTS library. Since both are free, the voice sounds a bit robotic. This is my first ever YouTube video and the first video I've ever made. My editing skills aren't great yet because I've only just started learning, so if you have any tips to help me improve, please leave a comment. Your support means a lot to me. Enough yapping, let's get back to the video. First, we have ChatGPT, the free version, of course. Then, Google Gemini in Pro mode, though I think it'll only last for a prompt or two. And lastly, we have Grok 4.1 Thinking. Each AI model will have 10 minutes to create and improve the game. After those 10 minutes, whatever the current state of the game is, I'll move on to the next model. Well, ChatGPT is first. Let's activate thinking mode. I already have the prompt ready here, paste it in, and off we go. Start the timer too. It's cooking something, guys. It's cooking. This game will run on HTML for ease of setup and because it's lightweight enough for the AI to generate. Let's fast forward to see how it does. I think it's done. Let's copy the code. Paste it in and see how it performs. And it's broken. Right on the first try. The coin count isn't even increasing, man. These buttons don't do anything. I've tried clicking them multiple times, but nothing happens. Let's fix it. The game is broken. Fix it. It's searching for the broken lines of code. And it's redoing all the code. Oh man. It's done, let's test the fix. From 994 lines down to 246 lines? I don't know if it's fixed or even more broken now. Whatever, let's test it out. It's broken again. Well, third time's a charm, right? This time, let's change the game mechanic for the miner. I think it's the cause of all the errors because it's uncontrollable. Sorry, my English isn't great. It's done for the third time. Maybe this will make the game runnable. What the hell? Third time and it's still broken. Let's add bases for each side to the map and some starting gold. And it's done. I think it will work now, but I'm not sure how good it'll be. Well, it definitely added the bases, but they might be too far apart and the camera zoom isn't working correctly. Maybe bringing them closer will help.
A few inches later.
Finally, after 2 or 3 more fixes, it finally worked. I think ChatGPT might be the chatbot that took the longest time to finish such an easy task. I hope Gemini and Grok won't do the same. This is becoming the most frustrating thing in my life. The game works just fine now. Let's test the ending screen to see if it even has one. The heavy unit is moving slower than the light unit, and they have different colors too. It doesn't have an ending screen and the timer ran out. We're moving on to the next chatbot. Here, I'm writing a prompt for Gemini to generate another prompt to improve the game that ChatGPT made. Let's see what it does. It's thinking for quite a while. It added an endgame condition, an endgame screen, and a game timer loop. I pasted it in with the source code, and it started thinking. As I expected, the Pro version only lasted for 2 prompts, the one to improve the prompt, and this one. At least it's done. Let's copy it and test it out. It does have an ending screen. Now, let's improve the graphics. I don't know why I can still chat with Pro mode even though I'm out of quota, but let's switch to the lower thinking mode. Well, it generated a block of code for me. I guess I'll manually replace the old one. It said to replace the whole unit class. Let's find it. Replace and test again. Well, units now have weapon models and attack animations, kind of. What is the heavy unit carrying? A shield or something? Now, let's test the game over screen. It doesn't only attack the base, it also attacks units near the base. And the miners spawn behind the nearest base left. And we actually have a game over screen now, something ChatGPT couldn't do. We have about 5 minutes left. Let's improve the graphics further and maybe add more units. Thinking mode is out now, switching to fast mode. It's redoing all the code again. It's adding a mage class. Let's see what it does. I pasted the code in. Oh, it added clouds. But why is the cloud texture glitching into the weapons? The units now have a splash effect while attacking. Let's play it to the end. And we are done. 2 minutes left. Let's try to fix the cloud error and add more animations. One minute left. I think this will be the last prompt for Gemini.
5 minutes later.
Wow, it increased from 260 lines to 320 lines. Now we have a better background and different attack animations. The mace has a shorter range than the ranged units, and damage numbers pop up when a unit is hit. Oh, the timer is out and the game just froze. Moving on to Grok. After Google Gemini did pretty well, I think Grok won't make the same mistakes as ChatGPT. Waiting for it to generate the improvement prompt. I think it might be the graphics. That's a long prompt for just an increment. Let's copy it and create a new chat. Paste it in and start the timer. It's thinking.
2,000 years later.
For a whole 2 minutes, guys. The longest wait in this video. And it's redoing all the code.
Much later.
We only have 7 minutes left and it's still generating. Finally, it's done. Let's test it out. First of all, the graphics are great now. Even the bases have flags waving. The sun and clouds make the background look much better. Secondly, the units. The miner carries a hoe, the light unit has a sword, though it's a bit glitchy, the ranged unit has a bow, and the mage has a wand. The projectiles are different for ranged and mage units. The heavy unit is carrying a bigger hoe. Well, let's end this match, fix the weapon animations, and maybe add a unit upgrade mechanic.
A few inches later.
After 50 seconds of thinking, it recoded the whole game. Three minutes left. I think it's done. Testing it right away, no time left. It added upgrades for attack damage, defense, and speed. And the ranged units now shoot bullet-like projectiles out of a wow. The game is quite hard now. I don't even have time to test the new mechanics. Much better now. After upgrading, the damage dealt increased and the units seemed tougher. I don't think we need the speed upgrade because the units are already very fast by default. We're nearly out of time, but I think this game is very complete. We'll end the timer here, and that's it for this video. So, we went from ChatGPT to Gemini to Grok. And from this to this. It's been quite an experience. It's not quite the same as the original Stick War Legacy, but the customization makes it easier for the AI to code. Thank you for watching the video. The source code of this video, I put it on GitHub and the link in description if you want to try yourself. Goodbye for now.